Okay, the next topic that we are going to talk about in this chapter is talking about how often or how rarely you do something. So let's take a look at some examples. So, 私は水を飲みます。水を飲みます。水を飲みます。水を飲みます。水を飲みます。水を飲みます。水を飲みます。私は毎日水を飲みます。毎日水を飲みます。そう、これは毎日。私は図書館に行きます。図書館に行きます。図書館に行きます。図書館に行きます。私はよく図書館に行きます。So, 毎日 at the top, and then the next row, よく。私は日本語を話します。日本語を話します。日本語を話します。私は時々日本語を話します。私は寿司を食べます。But there are more days when I don't eat sushi. 私はあんまり寿司を食べません。私はあんまり寿司を食べません。私は映画を見ません。見ません。見ません。見ません。見ません。見ません。見ません。私は全然映画を見ません。So, once again from the top, 毎日飲みます。よく行きます。時々話します。あまり食べません。全然見ません。These are words to talk about frequency. So, 毎日、よく、時々、あんまり、and 全然。So, 毎日、水を飲みます。This 毎日 is our highest level of frequency. It means every day. So, I drink water every day. 毎日、水を飲みます。よく図書館に行きます。This is our next highest level. So, よく is often. I often go to the library. よく図書館に行きます。時々日本語を話します。Here's our next level of frequency. 時々 is sometimes.So, 時々日本語を話します。I sometimes speak Japanese. あんまり寿司を食べません。So, this is one of our lower levels. あんまり means not very often. One thing we have to be careful of is that あんまり just by itself doesn't have the negative meaning.So we have to put the ません at the end to make it work. If we don't change this ending to ません, it doesn't make sense. So あまり寿司を食べません. I don't eat sushi very often. And 全然映画を見ません. This is our least frequent.So, 全然 means not at all. This is another one that we have to pair with a negative ending. So, 全然映画を見ません。全然見ません means I don't see movies at all. So once again, 毎日、よく、時々、あまり、and 全然. あんまり and 全然 have to go with a negative ending. So when we are making sentences about frequency, we can start with our topic, then we put our frequency adverb, and then the place where we do something, the object, and then the verb. Or the topic, our frequency adverb, the place where we go to, and then one of our movement verbs, ikimasu, kimasu, or kaerimasu. So let's take a look at some examples. So if I have these words, 友達のうち、勉強します、時々、メアリーさん、日本語. How can I put them together in a sentence that makes sense in Japanese? I'll give you a minute to put together your sentence. You can pause the video if you need to. Ready? Okay, let's check together. So, メアリーさんは時々友達のうちで日本語を勉強します. So, メアリーさん is our topic. Then, 時々 our frequency. 友達のうちで our location. 日本語を the object. And 勉強します the verb. How about this last one? 読みます。日本語の雑誌。あんまり. How can we put them together in a sentence? You can pause to take a minute if you need to. Okay, let's check together. So this is あんまり日本語の雑誌を読みません. So あんまり our frequency, not very much. 日本語の雑誌を読みません. So we have our frequency adverb, object, and verb. Okay, let's try a few more. You can pause the video if you need to. What kind of sentences can we make using a frequency adverb? Let's take a look and see if we can practice them together. So sometimes in the library, 時々図書館で本を読みます. Or we could say 勉強します. So sometimes in the library, I read a book or I study. How about this? よく, we can say,カフェでコーヒーを飲みます. Sorry, this was the old word in the old version of Genki. So, よくカフェでコーヒーを飲みます. How about this one? So, every night at 11 p.m., I sleep. 毎晩11時に寝ます. How about this last one? Or sorry, the second last one. あんまり郵便局に行きません. あんまり郵便局に行きません. Again, since this one is あんまり, we have to make sure the ending is a ません ending. あんまり郵便局に行きません. And our last one? 全然朝ごはんを食べません. So I don't eat breakfast at all. Again, if it's 全然, it has to go with a negative ending. 全然食べません. Okay, now we've introduced the frequency adverbs, so go ahead and see if you can practice using the exercises below.